Welcome, welcome, boys. How are you? I think you are all fine, and I'm also fine. Okay, today I'll show you a tutorial, and this tutorial is for how to, your increase speaking language, and I will show you 8 tips to help you improve your English speaking skills. And this tutorial by Home English Academy. Okay, let's start. In this slider you will show a new slider. Okay, this is not exact what I need, and after that, okay, today I will show you 8 tips to help you improve your English speaking skill, and I will show you all the skill in reverse way. What is reverse way? Reverse way means I will at first I will start with number 8, then finish with number 1. Okay. Number 8, improve your English grammar. Yes. To be a good speaker, you have to know good English grammar, because without grammar you can't understand English language, English sentence, everything. I think to be a English speaker, at first you have to learn, you have to be in your English grammar. Okay, so let's try to be a good in English grammar. Then excellent grammar is important because you will quickly understand what people are saying. I think if anybody says anything in front of you, you can't understand until you don't know any English grammar, what they say, what their conversation. So I think to understand their talking, I think you have to be good in English grammar, and you will quickly find the correct form of what you want to say. Yes. Number 7, improve your English grammar, and this will be improve your English vocabulary. If you have good vocabulary, you will quickly know what you want to say. Yes. To use a good dictionary, you can find Oxford Advanced Learner and Cambridge Advanced Learner, and they're good in good for British language, and a British language follower should have this type of dictionary. And then Advanced Learner study guide, Medium websites Advanced Learner, and this is good for Australian English forward, prepared in advance. Example, before you can call a hotel to book a room, you have to thinking about that, what you say there and how you talk with them. You have to find you have to make sure yourself to go there, and you have to assume your all the needs. You have to be sure about that, and after that you will go to hotel, and then you can book your room easily. So you have to prepare about that. Prepare what you want to say in the dictionary, no problem. Think about the questions that the other person will ask, and prepare for them. Use the dictionary. Yes. Improve your listening skill. If you improve your listening, you will speak more fluently. Watch my English listening video. Listen listen with the transcript on the screen, read the transcript and record your voice, listen to your pronunciation and compare, identify the mistakes and try to improve your pronunciations. Listen to English radio. Yes, you can listen English radio. I think if you try to practice listen English radio, I think from there you can understand, you can familiar to many new words and they use. I think you can understand that and watch English movie, English TV with subtitle. Yes, when you see English channel in your TV, that time you just try to manage English subtitle too, and you can understand easily if you have English subtitle in your English channel. Think and talk to yourself in English. Talk to yourself in English, not your native language. This will force you to start thinking in English. If you are thinking in English, you will speak more fluently. Like in France, if you are in France, you are from France, so you have to use French language, and French language just you are very late and you are working rush to the office, so that time in your language you can say je suis in retard, but you should not tell that, you should not use that. I think you should tell I'm late. I think if you use that day by day, you can you can learn this English language. If you always try to say in your mind, you can always convert that sentence in English. I think that ways you can understand understand English, and sometimes you can be a good speaker by this way. I think this is correct. Okay, number 3, speak with native speaker. Practice speaking with a native for a few hours per week. This boy in picture, he is Englishman, he's from England. Ask them to speak slowly and clearly. Suppose you are talking with any foreign people and they are speaking very slow, fluently, and very fast. I think you should tell them to speak with you slowly and clearly so that you can understand. Correct your biggest mistake. Suppose you talk with them many sentences, you just converse with them, and I think you must do mistake there, and you just tell them, you just ask them to make sure your big mistakes. I think they can understand what's your big mistake, and they can show your mistake, and you can understand from there, and you can be sure what is your mistake and what you should do in future with foreign people. Number 2, practice with other students. Go out with other English students and practice speaking English. Choose a theme like favorite play, films, holiday, sports. I think anything can be your topic, and you can choose the right topic in this day, and you can discuss about the topic with your friends who is good in English. I think that if you do continue this type of practice, I think from there you can be a good English speaker. Make an important rule. You can make an important rule like with your friend circle. What is the important rule can be? I think you have a good group. You have a nice circle in your friend circle, and they are all good in English, and they are trying to be a good speaker. But you have to make an important rule, and rule is no other language, only English. Like you are speaking there a lot of about lot of things, about your theme, and their theme is films. And I think films, like you're talking about films, but one friend want to go to their room, their house, but he has to use English. Like, I have to go now. Please say me bye. I have to go. Don't use any other language. You have to use English. Anyone, anything you can express, but you have to use English. So the rule can be no other language, only English. And the first and the last rules, and the number one is, do not be scared about making a mistake. If you are scared, you will never speak fluently. It does not have to be perfect when you are learning. Speaking and making a mistake is better than not speaking. Okay, let me describe about all the three hints. Okay, if you scared, you will never speak fluently. Like, you are just scared, you are just afraid to express anything to others, then you can't be a good English speaker. You cannot be speak fluently. And second, it does not have the perfect when you are learning. Okay, when you are learning, suppose you are learning English, but it will not be good. It will not be good if you uh, don't mistake there. I think if you try to speak your language, if whatever happened, you can make mistake there. I think from mistake you can learn. And if you don't mistake, I think you cannot understand anything. If you suppose you were just stop, you don't say anything. Other people saying, and they are discussing, and you just understand everything, but you cannot say. You just think that I think I can understand everything, and that is my proud. I think that is not good. You have to say something to others, with others, and that will be good for your future. In future, you are want to you are trying to be a good speaker, but you don't you understand everything, but you are scared to express anything to others, because you are afraid that you can be make mistake, and that will be a matter of prestige, and that's why you are just you are being shyness, and so that is not good. You have to be mistake, and from mistake you will learn more and more. And last one, ask the other person to correct your mistakes after you have finished speaking. Like, you talk with many people, suppose one friend, and he is good in English, and you just talk with him, and after your conversation, you can just ask him, friend, did I make any mistake in my last sentence? And I think if you made any mistake, your friend must show that, and I think from there you can understand, and you can be sure what you should do in future. Okay, here one girl is very stopped, and he don't want to say anything. I think he cannot understand him. He's understand everything, but he cannot be a good speaker because he is stopped. And the second picture, couple, one female trying to say to a male person, and I think they are just communicating each other in their language, and I think the language is English, and by this way they will be a good speaker. That is wrong, and that is correct. Yes, thank you. And today's I have just complete my today's tutorial, and I think this tutorial will be very helpful for your learning English, because you are a good learner, and if you just try to learn English day by day in YouTube, there are a lot of video channel, and there are just a good teacher available there, and you just stay here. A lot of teachers are available here. They will try to learn you and to try to be a good speaker to you. we just help you to do that. So thank you today, and we hope we again we see again. And till then, bye bye.